Oh,
Hey!
hey Vajin, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Brian Powell, Vibram Tarawera here with Vajin Armstrong before the 2014 Tarawera Ultramarathon. How are you doing?
I'm good, very good.
This is your fourth time here to Tarawera.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
3 podiums?
Yes.
Has it been 3 years in a row that you've been here and doing this? Or?
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I got a couple of seconds, and then last year, obviously, the field got a lot deeper, and I was third. But it seems it's got much deeper again this year, so it's going to be a big challenge to step up and try and get on that podium again.
Well, last year you might not have trained specifically for this race, maybe. Are you totally dialed in for this year? Has this been even more of a focus?
Yeah, so, and especially now it's part of the Ultra Trail World Tour, and you got so many good guys coming over. It's such a good chance to race guys on my home turf. I don't have to travel so much. I'm still in my same time zone. You know, it's been summer here, so I'm used to the heat, although it doesn't look like it's going to be that hot. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's really good. Most of the time when I'm racing, you know, guys like Sage and a lot of the international guys, I'm the one who has to travel. So it's nice for the shoe to be on the other foot.
Yeah, and you know the course really well. I mean,
yeah. And so yeah, I mean, last year obviously we didn't run the original course, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to running back on the standard course, and just gives me a sense of my progress. You know, I've run that course twice now, and I know I can go a lot faster. So hopefully this will be a year where I can lay down a good time out there.
How does this? Folks from around the world were really watching Tarawera last year. How does this course compare to last year's? Is it a little faster, maybe?
Yeah, it's a lot faster. It's maybe an hour faster. So, I mean, with the times guys were running last year with Sage and Timothy, I'd say they would have been under 8 hours on the original course. So, yeah, this year, if I could get 8:15 or something like that, it would be, I think I've run 8:42 on the original course. So, yeah, if I could get down closer to 8 hours would be good.
So there's a lot of mix of single track, and there is some forest road late in the race.
Yeah, so last 40 Ks, you're going to have to be able to, if you can't hold on to like 4-minute K sort of pace, you're going to be losing a lot of time, because I know Mike Aish and Sage and those sort of guys, you know, for them that should feel pretty comfortable on that sort of terrain. It's really nice running through that last 40K.
You've had success in that. You won American River 50, correct?
Yeah, I did.
So it's sort of a reverse American River.
Yeah. So yeah, you've got all your tough stuff, and I mean the kind of section between Lake Okataina and Tarawera Falls, which is about 20-25 Ks. That's kind of coming in the middle of the race. That takes you through to the 60K point. That's probably the most technical section of the race. And so by that point where you come out and you're on the forestry roads, you're actually relatively happy to be running on those forestry roads, because you can just knuckle down and you know, okay, I just need to really work hard all the way to the finish now. You don't need to look at your feet or anything like that.
So what brings you back to this race?
I mean,
more times.
Obviously the competition's a big draw card. So, you know, when you've got guys like Mike Wardian and Sage and, you know, even Mike Aish, you know, it's great to have a chance to race him. Yeah, I mean, that's a really big draw card. And I mean, I love the atmosphere of this race as well. It's uniquely Kiwi. Like, Paul does a great job of pulling in some different elements. Like today with the media day, we're here at a marae, a traditional Maori area, and we've got the geysers and the hot pools and stuff. So it's got a lot of character to it, and Paul really plays that up and does a good job of making it different. It's not just any other big race around the world.
So there's that special Kiwi element, and you get to race, like you said, Mike Aish. Did you know of him when he was like running in the Olympics and that sort of thing? Oh
yeah, of course. I mean, like he's always been a controversial figure. I mean, he ran at the Olympics twice, and you know he bumped a few heads at Athletics New Zealand and things like that. But you know, I always had his back. I always thought he was a good man, and he worked really hard. And you know, to be running like 27-minute 10Ks wherever you are in the world is incredible. But to do it coming from New Zealand, where you know we don't have a strong track scene in New Zealand, so you know he was having to travel a lot and race overseas a lot. So you know he did amazingly well, and you know he gave hope to a lot of New Zealand guys. Okay, you know it still is possible to be running those sort of times, and so now that he's stepped up and running ultras, it's like, you know, awesome. You know, I can have a crack at the guy. You know, over 10K it wouldn't even be a competition, but I mean the thing I've got on my side, I've got a lot more experience than him at racing ultras. You know, he's got plenty of running experience, so yeah, it's going to be interesting, and yeah, it's going to be fun. This is I think round 1, and round 2 is going to be Western States, so we're both lining up there. So Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun. I mean, at the end of the day, no one really cares in the world who the top Kiwi is. But amongst the Kiwi guys, it's a bit of friendly rivalry.
For sure. So you're saying you have a lot of ultra running experience. When did you get into running and ultra running?
So yeah, I mean, I started running seriously around the year 2000. So I was like 20 at that time, and so I was kind of, I started off running shorter stuff, doing a bit of track racing and stuff like that, and it just naturally progressed up. So 2009, I ran my first ultra. And I mean, the last few years, I've got to race a lot. I've been probably one of the more committed guys globally. Traveling a lot. Last year I was over in Europe for 3 months and heading over to Australia. This year I'm going to Europe and to the States for 5 months. So.
And you raced in the States a couple times before
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, I've done White River, I've done American River, and this year I'm coming back again for White River. Have another go at that one.
Nice. Well, best of luck out there this weekend, and great
Thank
seeing
you
you.
very much.
And a bonus question for you.
Oh,
You're super nice.
Oh.
How the hell are you Kiwis so nice?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe because we're so far away from everyone else in the world. If we're not nice to each other here, it'd be pretty lonely out here. So maybe that. I mean, the nature here as well. I mean, we have no poisonous animals. We have no dangerous animals. You could get out and just wander through the bush for weeks, and you're not going to find anything worse than a possum out there. So it's kind of the nature here has kind of a softness to it, and and the people as well have a real genuine softness and sort of niceness to them, I think.
Well, all of us from outside New Zealand are so happy to be here.
Great, thanks.